Your Excellency, President Lai Ching-to, ladies and gentlemen, I am Keiji Furuya, Chairman of the Japan-Taiwan Parliamentary Friendship Association, a bipartisan group of 300 Diet members. Sanae Takaichi, who has had close ties with Taiwan for a long time, was elected the first female Prime Minister of Japan. When she assumed office, she received gracious congratulations from President Lai. Prime Minister Takaichi stressed that a nation that does not take on challenges has no future and is determined to realize a free and open Indo-Pacific and safeguard peace and stability in the region as we move forward a hopeful future. President Lai has stated that an era of change is an opportunity and that Taiwan will move forward boldly and expand various investments. The leaders of Japan and Taiwan share the same vision. Together, we can move this region in a better direction toward a better future. The U.S. attack on Iran concerned the safe navigation of the Strait of Hormuz, an issue affecting the entire global economy, and we will work with the international community and make every diplomatic effort, including a coordinated oil stock release by the IEA, to achieve an early declaration of the situation. Japan's consistent position is that nuclear weapons development by Iran must never be allowed. TMS's expansion into Japan is a symbol of a new phase of Japan-Taiwan economic cooperation. To further strengthen cooperation, we will actively work to enhance the resilience of the Japan-Taiwan economy in areas such as energy security and supply chains, as well as disaster prevention and cybersecurity through crisis management investment and the promotion of the green energy industry. The Japan-Taiwan Parliamentary Friendship Association is actively working to strengthen trust and bonds between Japan and Taiwan. Last year, we made it possible to use Taiwan as the place of origin in Japan's family registry. About 70,000 Taiwanese people live in Japan. We have been able to respect Taiwanese identity and uphold the human rights and dignity of the Taiwanese people. We are also working to promote school trips from Japan to Taiwan. Once children visit Taiwan, they all become fans of Taiwan. We will pass on the bonds between Japan and Taiwan to the next generation. China has reacted negatively to Prime Minister Takaichi's remark regarding a Taiwan contingency and is increasing pressure on Japan, including suspending imports of Japanese seafood and restricting travel to Japan. Prime Minister Takaichi's remarks maintain the government's previous position and are not problematic. Last week, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi misinterpreted her remarks, even going so far as to refer to a threat to national existence, and made criticisms that were not based on the facts. This is precisely one of China's usual tactics, and Japan has no reason to make any concessions. At such a time, Taiwan decided to completely lift the import restriction on food products from 5 prefectures in Japan. We once again express our gratitude and respect for Taiwan's warm-hearted goodwill and decision. Various forms of pressure from China are intensified, and the environment surrounding Taiwan is becoming increasingly severe year by year. China hybrid strategy is to incite anxiety among the Taiwanese public and brainwash them in order to divide Taiwan and drive it to self-destruction. The National People's Congress of China clearly stated its toughness toward Taiwan by saying that it would deal a resolute blow to Taiwan independence and separatist forces. However, attempts to unilaterally change the status quo by force must not be tolerated. On the occasion of the National Day of the Republic of China, President Lai expressed his hope that China will fulfill its responsibilities as a major power, abandon attempts to change the status quo and the Taiwan Strait through force or threat, and jointly safeguard peace and stability. We must never allow a Taiwan contingency to occur. To prevent such incidents from happening, Japan will steadily strengthen its cooperation with countries that share common values such as freedom, democracy, basic human rights, and the rule of law. Japan will establish strong foreign policy and security through responsible and proactive diplomacy. Japan is determined to protect Taiwan and Taiwan's democracy and the peace and the security of the Taiwan Strait. Today, I would like to make a suggestion. It is a cultural exchange between military bands from the Japanese self-defensive forces, the Taiwanese military, and the U.S. military. This is purely a cultural exchange, and China has no right to say anything about it. We will work with the United States and Taiwan to realize new cultural exchange that are a symbol of peace. It is our responsibility to create the future and hope. Japan will boldly take on this challenge together with Taiwan. Thank you for your cooperation. Doja Dage.
So our guests on the stage, please assume your position. Let's look at the official photographer in the front. All right, the one who is waving, give us your big smile. 3, 2, 1. We have many friends from the media, so please look to your left. Please look to your left. All right, 3, 2, 1. And then one more, please look to your right. Look to your right. 3, 2, 1. All right, one more, please look back to the center and give us your thumbs up and your big smile. All right, thumbs up. All right. Give us your thumbs up. Look at the official photographer.
想看最完整的新闻内容，记得下载 TVBS 新闻网 APP。